Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you're doing great. Yes. So I wanted to come back in and say hi to everyone. And also on a personal level, I just wanted to thank everyone. You guys have been tremendous for me. You've held it together for me. Hey Dan, hey Godwin, Lewis, how you doing? How you doing? John, how you doing, guys? So listen. You've held it together for me, and I thank you. As you know, my old man transitioned a few days ago. I think it's about a week and a bit now. It was last Monday to be exact, and I received so much love and messages from some of you, and it's been phenomenal. It's been fantastic. So thank you so much for standing in the gap for us as a family. We appreciate you. And on a personal note, you guys are fantastic. You're fantastic. Everything went well, and I'm back on it. And I thank God for just the love, the support, the beauty of humanity. Hey Elvis, how you doing, bro? Yeah, the beauty of humanity. Like people are great, man. The world is full of fantastic people, and I wanted to come back and do a little session. I'm getting lots of you texting me, calling me, saying, man, what's going on? There's so much going on. There's so much change in the world. How do we navigate this one? This is sort of beyond us, and there's lots of things that are happening, and I'm scared, and, all kinds of different people are calling me. And it's amazing for me. I just look at things and I just sit, and observe what's going on around me. And I put it down to there's a pillar that I use, or a triangle, and it's something I was drawing it earlier. Actually, it looks a little something like that. So that's if you look at the top, if you can read my writing, that's focus, and then it has faith and it has fear. Okay, so faith, fear, and focus. Yeah, right there. Okay, so one of the things that I can tell you is that right now, everybody feels out of control. Or I wouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people feel out of control. They go, what's going to happen? My life is no longer mine. I don't know what to do. I'm confused. And what's going to happen is there's shutdowns, lockdowns. There's all kinds of different things. I think the first thing I would encourage everyone to do is let the authorities do their job. Let those who are pushing the agenda do their job. They know exactly what's going on or what they want to do. That's why we have, law and order. We live in a society of humanity where, things are controlled by things that actually govern us, policies and procedures and all that kind of stuff. And that's really important. But for me, the thing you have to do on a personal level is focus on what you can control. And the key word is focus. What exactly are you focused on? What are you looking at right now? Where is your state of mind? Are you focused on fear, or are you focused on faith? Faith for me is my liberation. It's the thing that really keeps me together. I just went through a very, very difficult time, just saying goodbye to one of the greatest guys I ever met in my life. And I call him my father. And the things I learned from that was that there's so much cruelty in death, but there's also sometimes where you have a really rare opportunity where you see somebody going in a certain way and you go, that was beautiful, and it sounds really ironic and very bizarre, but for me it was a personal testimony. Now, just to sort of explain to you that we do have so much to be grateful for. We do have so much to be faithful about. We do have so much to be hopeful about. We do have so much to be very thankful for. We have to increase and tune up on a gratitude volume, if you like, and our appreciation for other people, our connections. We have to do those things. It's so easy to lament what's going on and say, what if it comes to me, or what if this paralysis that we're facing around the globe, hits my house, and what am I going to do? How am I going to, deal with that kind of challenge? I tell you something, that's really powerful. You have a lot more in you than you think you do. You have a lot more in you. It's only until your back is up against the wall that you know how strong you can be. And I'm telling you, even then, that's just the minimum. You know, there's always another level. There's always another layer. There's always more you can actually do to elevate that you have in you, that greatness that you have in you. So I want to encourage you to, look away. Look away. I listened to a preacher earlier who was saying, Peter watched the wind. He said he watched the wind. He took his eye off where he was meant to go. And because he watched the wind, as he was walking on faith, he eventually started to sink because he watched the wind. And the wind wasn't strong enough to take him down. But what took him down was lack of focus. So there's so much in the media. There's so much on social media. There's so much being published out there. Armageddon and the world is coming to an end and so many things are going to happen. Well, they said that to us in 2000. We're still here 20 years later. And I know that there's so many people that are scared out there. But I'll tell you, the biggest umbrella, the biggest shelter, the biggest place you can go to regain yourself is have faith. Have faith in whichever way you access God, in whichever way you call God, whichever way you want to, stand on Him. Just do that, because I'm telling you, we're not done. There's so much beauty coming at you, and this phase will pass because everything is a season. Everything is a season. So businesses will struggle, people will struggle, families will struggle. There's going to be so many different changes we have to make. But, I always believe that if you don't adapt, you die. Not physically, but if you don't adapt to a particular subject that's challenging you, you die in that field, So we have to adapt. And we have to leverage this, because one of the things we tend to do is we look for what's wrong with the situation. I'm very cautious not to give too much audience, if you like, to some of the keywords that are being littered out there. We have lots of things. We have challenges with our health and lots of other things that we could be dealing with right now. And I really think that, if you focus, you can find ways to, leverage what's going on, spend this time to connect more with people that you love. Spend more time topping up on your information. Spend more time being a little bit more in tune with who you are and revitalize yourself, reinvent yourself, if you like, and celebrate the break, because we've been going at like 200 miles an hour. So I believe this is a pit stop. If you watch Formula One or any race, car racing event, they always have a place where they kind of take a break. They drink and hydrate to do stuff. Runners don't stop, but they actually have, people on the sideline giving them stuff. Fighters stop and they have a break. Footballers, all types of different sports. People actually have to take a break. So sometimes a break is good. And I often say to people, sometimes one of the things that saves us from tragedies is when we fall sick. When you get sick, you have a moment to really revitalize your body. Rest is good. So I would say drink up. Sorry about that. Drink up. Drink as much water as possible. That's some of the stuff that I know. I heavily believe in nutrition. I run a company that actually does that work. We believe in good food. Food is fantastic. It's one of the most potent weapons to really fight any kind of lifestyle condition. So I believe that, good food will make good anyone that's concerned about, any kind of attacks out there, whether it's to be a healthy related subject or whether it's to be a depression, mental health and all that. There's lots of other things that should really have a bit more air than what we're getting right now on this disaster that's actually sort of, paralyzed the world. So I'm urging you to top up on your nutrition, top up on your drinking, drink lots and lots of water. It's very important. Eat lots of antioxidants. That's a really powerful thing to do. A lot of broccoli, spinach, kale, garlic. Those things are really good. That's medicine, and you can pick it up in the fields, Have lots of rest, plenty of rest. Don't litter yourself out there. It's good that we've been forced to rest in some countries, so that's really, really good. Please do not panic. Just control what you can control, because people will tell you. And the thing you have to do is just look away from the media, man. Like, focus on other things. There are lots of other things. There are books you've been trying to read. There are people you've been trying to call. There are places you've been wanting to visit. Is this a time to really kind of go, let me research this place? There are things that you want to learn an instrument, a language or whatever. And somebody asked me, that's all great, Danny, but what about money? Listen, you can always make money. You can always make money. There's lots of ways. You have to be creative, and I'm not going to tell you what you have to do to continue to make money, but you need to look at ways to leverage the situation, because the fact that we're all at home, there's opportunities to make lots of money. Some people think there isn't. Others are saying, okay, great, so people need service. Whenever there's a disaster, like the one that's looming or the one that's apparently out there right now, there's opportunities to serve other people. And it's not always just about money. It's about contribution and helping other people, building your connections, getting to know your neighbors, getting to know, and again, social distance is really important. But really, there's nothing wrong with actually making a phone call or standing over your fence and talking to somebody. So really, really appreciate all of you. And I want to come back into the tribe, Lose Your Mind. I missed you guys, talking to you and sharing some information. Tomorrow night, I'm going to do a very strong subject on nutrition and how you can actually, just rise above it, because if you have a very strong state of immunity, you can override anything, not just, the scourge of apparently what's coming in terms of these viruses, but also, in terms of your mental health, in terms of self-control, in terms of, the potential depression that lots of people are going to go through because people are worried. So mental health is a big, big thing right now. People are in a state of shock. So therefore, there's a likelihood that people are actually going to be needing a bit more counseling than just, we don't have this, or what if I get sick from a cold or whatever. Okay. So I'm praying for all of you. Let's continue to pray together. But like I said, faith, not fear, should be your focus. Focus on faith, because I'm telling you, I believe it. I know a lot of you believe it, but God is in control. There are no incidences that are not planned. You just have to make sure that you lean more on faith than fear. Get away from your TV. I promise you, there's no more news, This thing has been branded all kinds of different names. Learn what you need to know, but protect yourself. Protect yourself. Focus on staying really clean and healthy. And I'm telling you, you come out shining. By the time, you finish the break, I'm calling it a break. You're going to be ready to pound, the next 9 months left to the year. All right, guys, God bless you. Lose your mind with the tribe. And I'll see you all soon. All right, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. And thanks for the love. And, I'm out.